What's up guys, this is Coach Donny with ElevateYourself.org. Many of you have been bugging me for the last couple years to watch the world famous volleyball anime Haikyuu. I've been wanting to watch it, but honestly it just hasn't been a high priority because I've been so busy with work and growing Elevate Yourself. But now that we're in the quarantine, the pace of life has been slowing down, so I thought it would be a good time to not only watch Haikyuu, but to also do a reaction video, which many of you have been requesting in the last couple weeks on all of my YouTube videos. So to all my fans, your prayers have been answered. Here's an interesting backstory behind Haikyuu. The Elevate Yourself YouTube channel is about 6 or 7 years old, and my first viral video was the Norseka men's Cuba versus USA volleyball match. And just around the same time, Haikyuu came out, and I think all the people that were watching Haikyuu ended up watching that video, and that video just exploded like crazy. It now has over 14 million views, which is insane. So I want to give a special thanks to Haikyuu for helping me earn my first viral video, and more importantly, helping grow the game of volleyball. Now that Haikyuu is on Netflix, I'll be starting all the way from episode 1, and I promise I have not seen any episodes of Haikyuu, so you'll be getting the first and raw reaction. Just a disclaimer, this is my first time doing a reaction video. It took me 2 hours to figure out all the technology involved to even get this going, so I apologize if my reaction video is not super on point in terms of the sound quality or the video quality, but we gotta start somewhere. And of course, if you guys have any feedback on how to make these reaction videos better for you, just let me know in the comment section. Now let's get this party started. Alright, got the white soft anime glow, a pretty nice hardwood pattern, and A6 volleyball shoes. I wonder if this anime is sponsored by A6. That's a perfectly timed block, triple block I might add, although I wouldn't do this with my hands. Definitely want to flatten out your hands so you take away more surface area and protect your fingers. So lonely. Everyone's wearing A6. Definitely think there's a sponsorship going on. Oh, got some ankle socks. That's definitely more popular in Japan. At least in the US, we like our crew socks, cover up the ankles. Usually I fast forward through the intros, but since this is my first time watching the anime, figure I watch the whole intro. I really like that font. It's nice and bold. I'm assuming that says Haikyuu. Wonder what that says on the back of the jacket. If someone can translate for me who could read Japanese, please let me know in the comments. Ooh, that's a really cool animation. Got that spinning ball and volleyball actions in between. Man, these movements are really good. Symmetrical platform, palms together. I'm pretty impressed so far with the animations. I mean, this looks like real volleyball. That was a really interesting path. Running slides, I like that. Got the short shorts going on. So a lot of running so far in this anime. I think in all animes in general, I think they love to just run. Solid platform. Got the obligatory anime wings. Gotta have feathers and some type of wings involved in order to be an anime. There you go. There's a bunch of feathers right there. I wish this many people watched volleyball in the US. I know volleyball is pretty popular in Japan. Karasuno. He must be a famous person in this anime. Soccer. I think soccer is the #1 sport in Japan. Interesting that they mentioned it. 3 years later and 3 months. More running. I know that feeling, and I think you guys all do, when you enter a volleyball gym with just a bunch of volleyball going on. You just feel immersed in this lovely volleyball atmosphere. I like that guy on the bottom right who's just rubbing his hands together near his crotch like he's nervous. Synchronized stretching, got some peppering. That's really good diving for him. They even threw in a left-hander and a right-hander. Oh, these guys definitely think about a lot of volleyball details. That's how I felt my first year playing volleyball, trying to convince all my non-volleyball friends to play with me. Upperclassman Hinata. Okay, so this guy's name is Hinata, and that's the name that a lot of you are referencing in the comments, so now I know who you guys are talking about when you say Hinata. Kitagawa. I noticed the villains in a lot of movies, animations tend to wear dark colors. So we got dark blue, long black hair. Although I don't know why the main character has orange hair. I hope the main character is still supposed to be Japanese and just happens to have a different hair color style. That's one thing I love about watching Japanese volleyball games, is the fans, whether it's high school or professional, the fans are awesome. Lots of energy and very intelligent. They know exactly what's going on in the game. The king. Can't wait to see who this king is. You're an incredible jumper. This cannot officially be an anime without having, well, we got the lighting, the soft glow lighting. We got the feathers already and the wings, and now we got the stomach problems, like some farting or pooping. There you go. Now it's officially an anime because we got some poop problems. There's got to be a fart sometime later. He probably drank some milk. For all those Asian fans out there, you guys know what I'm talking about, who are lactose intolerant. The king. This must be the king because he had the robe. Kageyama. The king. That must be the king. I've seen Kageyama a lot in the comments too. It's another important character, I'm assuming. You aren't even warming the bench up. Ooh. This is a good leader, helping put his teammates in place. You can't talk crap from afar. You haven't even beaten them yet. Speaks the truth. Even though he might be the villain, I actually kind of like him already. Everything he said so far makes sense. You know, telling his teammates to stop talking trash if they can't back it up, and telling this Hinata to take care of himself. Not giving up isn't as easy as it sounds. True that. Everyone says they want to work hard, but not many people do. Kate must mean winning. More A6 shoes. This is the common mental battles that tend to happen in anime, where the whole world blacks out. Sometimes, honestly, I feel like that when I'm zeroed in on an opponent that's talking trash to me. I'm like, I'm gonna take this person out. More running. Let's go. Oh, that's an interesting ball. I love that. That guy in the back, I don't know if you saw, that's exactly what a lot of beginner volleyball players go through, is how much it hurts to bump the ball. I get it. I remember getting a lot of red dots on my forearms. That's right. Setters. Blame your hitters for the sets. That's a typical setter, right? Well, that's a good coach. Also putting him in his place, saying, you gotta work with your hitters. That's a 50-50 relationship. Sounds like my team. Everyone says that about us. Because we are tiny, so they're not lying. Oh, what a great teammate. Positive encouragement. It's the best way to get your teammate to do what you want. Shake it off. That's a good leader. Must be a flashback. Wow, that's strange. I thought boys volleyball would be really popular in Japan, especially since the national team is so good. So I don't know if this is specific to the anime where he can't find a boys team, or if this is just common in Japan. Looks like he's got to practice with the girls team. Reps are reps, and if anything, they're going to make you better, because there's a lot of great girls volleyball teams out there, especially in Japan. Toss. I remember training one of my non-volleyball friends to try to toss for me too. Oh, this is hilarious. This is really written by somebody that has tried to learn volleyball or interviewed somebody. You know, you're going to get teased in the process of trying to be your best, as Hinata's getting teased. But you got to focus on your goals and block out what other people think. That's a cool sound, that slap sound on the ball. They have their sound effects down. Everyone told me I was too short to be a hitter, and everyone's telling Hinata that he's never going to be able to play volleyball because he doesn't have a team and he's too short probably. I used to do that all the time. Down ball against the wall, jump serve against the wall when I was in high school, because I didn't have access to a volleyball gym outside of the volleyball season. I think that's Kageyama. That's that hurts. I remember getting hit in the ball with getting hit in the face with the soccer ball in PE before. What a good friend. What a good friend. Picture perfect form. How's he able to do that without ever having played on a team before? I'll make my legs jump higher. It's like a 50-inch vertical. Ooh. Triple block. He went for it. I love that. Good timing. Sometimes the block is just better. Kageyama's watching him to see. What do we have? An intermission. Oh, that animation on that water ball is really good. Got the glare. I only notice these things because I'm an art teacher. I love how the whole camera shakes, or the screen shakes when it hits the ground. It makes it feel like a very heavy hit. The wall. That's exactly how I feel when I play against those 6'8" blockers. Just not the fear. I'm not afraid of the block. I just see a big shadow and then I tool it. That's right, setters. Blame your hitters. Honestly, I can't stand it when people give up just because the opponent is, or take it easy just because the opponent is not as good. You have to give them the respect of giving them your best effort. And make it a habit to be your best all the time, regardless of who's on the other side. Oh, good effort. Shoyo? I'm a little confused. Is Shoyo the same as Hinata? Can't talk like that. Never talk about losing to a team. Never. No one's better than you until they beat you. That's right. True that. Doesn't matter what the score is. Koji's the teammate. Kick save. Into a perfect set. That's crazy. High hands. I'll be honest, one of my biggest pet peeves as a player, especially as a coach, is when players give up on a ball before they even try to get it. That's right, yell at him. Yeah, you can't pick and choose when you're going to try hard. It has to be a habit, not a choice. Yeah. Every point matters regardless of what the score is. And more important, you can't give up even if you're up. I can't stand players like that. Toss miss? Dribble? I think they also mean double in the, that's what we call it, double in the United States. Ooh. Special move? Awesome. Man, he put his whole body into that spike. Oh man. Auto. So they also call him Sho, I guess. It reminds me of myself. Sometimes I just get some weird set and you just gotta jump off of one foot and Just go for it. So I guess this guy might not be the villain because he's already admiring Hinata. The clenched fists and the vibrating body. Another marquee of anime. $8 to $25. Actually, that's not terrible. I mean, it's bad, but I've seen worse. Oh, Hinata's not in high school yet. And he's already jumping with his head above the net. That's insane. That's a lot of potential to work with. Can't stand on the court. I'm curious what he means by that. Once you lose, you cannot stand on the court. Like, you get knocked off? Okay, king in the court. They're gonna. His goal is to try to stay on the court the longest, even though he got knocked off early. That's awesome determination. Only the strong. That's good advice. I really like this guy. He's just highly competitive and appreciates hard work, dedication, and the will to fight. Yeah, he does. Convince his friends to play in a volleyball tournament that they didn't want to be in. He should be thanking them. That's hard to do. Those do not look like Asics. Is that a different shoe? If anybody knows, let me know. More running. Although I must say, jogging is actually not a good way to train for volleyball. There you go, training with the girls team. Get beat up by someone who's stronger, that's right. There's much better ways to work on conditioning than jogging. Kitagawa drool. That's another hallmark of anime. Gotta have drool. And then we need the sweat drop down the eye. Cherry blossoms, just in time for that. Although the funny thing is, that's actually what the cherry blossoms look like when they fall. So this is not exaggerated like the wings. And they are beautiful. Thank you. It's interesting that they incorporate some English into their language. That's exactly how I feel like when I'm about to go to volleyball practice, even open gym. I just can't wait to get into the door. So those Crocs? Wearing Crocs. Oh? Ooh. Is that Kageyama? It is. They're both looking forward to practicing. More running. Alright, just finished the first episode, and I want to share with you my immediate reactions. I am blown away at how good the animation is. Not in terms of like the resolution or even how detailed the animation is. I'm talking about how fluid the movements are and how on point a lot of the volleyball techniques and mechanics are. And whoever animated this really studied the sport beyond just watching TV. I mean, there's so many miniature things, like the angle of how the back arches, how relaxed the hitting hand is, the angle of that left arm. So they must have traced actual volleyball players. And it cracks me up that Haikyuu hitting form is very similar to the actual Japanese men's volleyball team hitting form, which is actually different than the Japanese women's national team. So I wonder if there's some type of correlation between that. I do like the main character, Hinata. He reminds me a lot of myself, someone who's short and tries to compensate with hard work, desire, competitive spirit, and jumping ability, and how aggressive he is both on defense and offense. And then he's actually very positive with his teammates, which is something that I try to do. So I actually think he's a great volleyball role model. I wonder if he's going to stay the same through each episode. I know characters can change over time. And I actually like, I think Kageyama is the other guy, the taller player with black hair. I think he's the setter. He could probably communicate with his teammates in a better way, but I love his obsession with trying to be the best that he can be and also trying to demand that of his teammates. So I think that's also a great quality to have. So there you guys have it. There's your reaction video to Haikyuu. If you guys want me to do more of these and do a reaction video to episode 2, let me know in the comment section. I understand that I'm not a very animated person. I'm pretty monotone and pretty calm majority of the time. So if these reaction videos don't entertain you, I won't be offended. Just tell me in the comments, hey, you don't need to make any more reaction videos, and I promise I won't be offended. But I'm happy that I finally got to watch Haikyuu, and thanks to you guys for constantly reminding me to watch Haikyuu. There must be something special about this anime, because I know there's actually a lot of people out there who never played volleyball before and only started playing because of this anime, which is mind-blowing. So thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. As some of you guys know, I tried to upload my reaction video first yesterday morning, but it immediately got flagged for copyright infringement. A big thanks to one of my fans, Dingo Dango, cool name by the way, who gave me some tips on how to modify my recording so that I can still make a reaction video for you guys to watch without having it blocked from the copyright infringement. And this is technically not copyright infringement. This is fair use because I'm providing commentary on someone else's work. But thank you, Dingo Dango, for your suggestions, and to all the fans that showed your support for this video and helped make it happen. Maybe I'll see you in episode number 2.